You know, sometimes people don't hate you. What they really hate is the reflection of the change they didn't make. That's really what they're hating. And the moment you start doing better, some people will stop cheering you on, and what they'll start doing is questioning your character. They're questioning you. They're questioning your character. If you don't understand why this happens, then you'll begin to shrink back just to stay accepted by them, or you can end up pushing away people who didn't really mean you any harm. I remember this one time I was talking to a niece of mine, and I don't know if she had her friend on the phone or what, but the friend heard me talking to my niece, and she made this statement. She said, "Girl, he sound white." I said, "What she say?" Wow. And I kind of got a little indignant. I was like, "Hold up, don't be hating on me just because I speak good English. I read. Don't hate me because I read now, because my vocabulary is a little expanded. Brother got a little education." But that kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. And it makes you feel some kind of way, because you want to be more educated. You want to be smarter. Yeah. And we punish each other because of it.
Yeah.
I remember when my daughter when we first moved to the suburbs, her cousins used to kind of tease her and say, why you sounding like that? Why you talking out proper? Basically use the correct English.
Yeah.
And they just kind of make fun of it. And we used to talk about it with her because it bothered her. Where right. She had an opportunity to excel and she didn't want to, because she didn't want she didn't want to be pointed out.
Really?
Yeah. I'm good. I'd rather be in the middle. You know that.
Just to fit in, to be accepted. Absolutely. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Because one of the first signs of growth isn't success, it's tension. You're gonna attract some kind of unwanted attention in some kind of way. And most people think this is jealousy, and sometimes it is, but most of the time it's fear. And it's really identity disruption. So tonight we're talking about when doing better makes people treat you worse. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get into it. Listen, you didn't say anything. Your life did.
Oh.
Your life did. Wasn't you, it was your life.
Contrary to what people think, your life speaks louder than you.
Man. Absolutely. Welcome back to Man Talk Mondays. I'm Derek, the Thought Engineer, here with my man, comedian John Yogi. You feeling all right tonight, man?
H-Town in the building.
H-Town in the building. Okay, H-Town. Appreciate H-Town.
H-Town in the building.
Look like what's going on?
My daughter's in Houston.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Janae.
Yes.
In Houston. Yes. Miss Simon. Right? Yeah, that's her name, bro. It ain't Lewis no more. It ain't Lewis. It's Simon. Right.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you know, my name is Simon. All right. But she like, what is that? Thing. Right. So your discipline exposes people's lack of discipline. And that's a problem for a lot of people. So this will cause sometimes people will fail to improve themselves because that improvement feels like judgment from insecure people. And let's be honest, sometimes you have some people closest to you is where you get this from. The people closest to you, the people who you feel like should be on board with you, should have your back, should support you, this is where it's coming from.
Well, and oftentimes though, I think Derek, we were having a conversation about I want to say me and Cheryl both have really big families.
Okay.
I guess big when I said 3 apiece. I think she got 3 sisters. I got 2 brothers.
Okay.
And there is a friendly competition that we kind of do. It's not friendly, but I'm saying unspoken.
Unspoken. Okay.
There's an unspoken competition that we kind of do.
Right.
And so, especially with me and my brothers, and now if you're asking us, we're gonna say no such thing. No, we don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
When it comes to cars and that kind of stuff, there is definitely an unspoken competition that we
right.
But now that's the good thing about it. But the bad thing about it is if and when you're not in a position to compete in the competition, I think that's where it gets to be that's where the water get kind of muddy.
Yeah.
Because we all are older gentlemen. Normally older gentlemen can kind of flex and do like they want to do normally.
Right.
But I think the issue comes up when you're not able to, when you hadn't did like you're supposed to. I think one of the most powerful things I've heard is people don't like your discipline until they can benefit from it.
Oh wow.
That's one of the most powerful things I've ever heard, because people do not like to see you fasting. They don't like to see you investing. They don't like to see you doing anything that takes discipline to do until you are reaping the benefits from it. And they're like, hey, so what you do? What you do to get that house?
Right.
What you do to get those cars?
Yeah.
What you do to get
as
that?
if you did something illegal or underhanded,
or
a hookup. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you just applied some discipline.
Yes. Oh, listen, because all buying a house is about discipline.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Proving to the bank that you can pay for what you're trying to purchase. That's all it's about.
Right. I know the Bible says your name goes before you.
Well, that boy, we don't want that. We want to tell you about ourselves and want that to be the part. But unfortunately, that's not the case.
You know what that means? We say your name goes before. You know what your name is?
What's your name?
Your credit.
No, not the credit.
Yeah, it goes before you. They ain't met you, but they'll pull what?
Your credit.
And they make a judgment
based off of your credit.
About your discipline.
No matter how good your personality is.
You could be the nicest person. Right? You could be the nicest person. And that's some nice people with a bad credit. Let's be honest.
But I have had people to tell me. When me and Cheryl were in a place, and I had a guy to tell us. I don't know if Cheryl remember this. The guy said, man, y'all don't look like y'all credit is bad as it is. You remember that, Cheryl? Well, thank you, sir. I wouldn't have never
guessed it. Not y'all. I wouldn't have put it on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
But sometimes we gotta disrupt our comfort zones. You know, you grow up a certain way, and you decide, and I want better.
I want better. Yes.
I want better.
Well, normally, something has to happen. Something has to click or trigger or something to make you say, you know what? This is it.
Yeah.
We have to apply some discipline in these particular places, because where you don't apply discipline, you won't be doing in abundance long.
Yeah.
Where you do not apply discipline.
Yeah. So it's the sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Listen to me, man. I have laid on the altar, crying and snotting. All right, Lord. All right. I get it.
But no, that's a great point, because you can't pray it away.
Because I tried.
You said you didn't.
I tried. Oh man. Because we think oftentimes that we can pray things away like that, and you can't.
Nope. God will never bypass your ability to manage yourself. Matter of fact, he blesses you based on that, your ability to manage yourself. But let's say you work out that management, you work it out, right? and you begin to grow. But now your growth isn't attracting praise from the people that are close to you, family, friends. It's attracting some dirty looks. And I used to tell my wife, everybody can't be happy for you. Everybody can't be happy for you because the accomplishment or something you did, it's not really about you. It's about what it reminds them of. And especially when you got family, y'all come from the same place.
Oh, and how you hear.
Right.
You know, I never thought about that, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, you come from the same place, and that growth now becomes an indictment on them. It becomes, like you said, you put a mirror in front of them because they have to take a hard look at themselves and say, why haven't I? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they'll ask questions. How did you, sincerely, how did you? But sometimes they rather just talk.
Yeah, and that's what's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Because me and Cheryl have been blessed to be able to do some things that people in our families haven't done. Regardless of what if it don't be nothing less than being married for 95 years.
Oh.
If nothing else. And we don't, and the family does not come to us and say, hey, how y'all do that? How y'all do that?
Right.
And that baffles me. I'm like, we got the recipe right here.
Yeah. Been cooking for a while.
We've been on the stove for a minute. and they would not ask about it. They would not ask about it. Yeah. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's they too calm with us. I don't know. Sometimes you don't use stuff that you don't pay for. You don't hold it don't hold value.
I don't hold value to you.
Perhaps maybe they feel like they need to pay for it from something.
Wow.
But I'll charge you for it if you think I should. Because
sometimes you do have to.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Your progress didn't attack anybody. It just exposed them. Sometimes your progress can expose people. I remember being in college, and me and my friends, we had all had something pretty significant happen to us in college. I know I had lost my mom. One of my friends lost his stepdad who raised him. Another friend of mine lost his brother who was real close to. And my other friend, he had just had bad family issues. And we sitting there and we just coping, but neither one of us said, you know what? Can't do this no more. We found comfort in the mess just because we had each other. And I think for too long, people sit in bad situations as long as there's somebody to sit with them.
Oh, misery loves company.
Right. Misery loves company. But what happens when one of them says enough? They tired.
Wow. Well, I would think that everybody would do better, but that's not the case, though.
No, that's not the case, man.
You get he think he better than everybody.
Yeah.
They think they is.
When did you first notice people treating you different?
When did I notice it? Well, you gonna give me? Well, one of the things I started noticing is once we start, we start doing better at a quick clip. All of a sudden, we were bad. We were doing bad. The next thing we were doing really good. So people thought that people immediately started counting your money. That's how you know you're doing good or you're doing better than they used to when they start counting your money. They start counting. Okay, wait a minute. They got this. Wait a minute. She got this purse. She got this. She got and it was surprising me because I'm like, and you think people won't count your money? People will count your money.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
And it was surprising to me. I was like, wow, I didn't, because when people would do well, we used to see people, we talking about this on the way over here, when we would see people doing well, have nice cars and nice stuff, we would envy them. Like, man, I wonder what they're doing. Yeah. I wonder what What have they adjusted to? What are they showing discipline at? What are they doing?
Yeah.
Because we wanted that, and we were all ears about how you did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's generally not people. People either want you to give to them or help them, or they want you to do something.
Right. Because you got it.
Because you got it.
I know you got it.
Well, if that ain't my son, I know y'all got it. I know you got it.
Right. Just because you got to a place to where you can kind of stretch your legs a little bit financially. Now everybody, so you big bank Hank and stuff. Now I'm just, because if you was really doing it.
And before we go on further, let me say this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We need all y'all to like, share, and subscribe, because we need all that good help. And especially if you love the conversation, share it with somebody. Let them know what we're doing over here. We love to have you guys. But dude, like I was saying, the crazy thing about it is most people don't really understand what it takes to be successful. The people that do, dude, you need to pull up a chair and sit down so they can explain to you. But I bet you they're gonna say this one thing: you got to have discipline in this area. You got to have discipline in that area. You got to do some of this. You got to do some saving. You got to apply discipline to these particular things, man.
Yeah. One thing I notice about like people that like motivational speakers or people that you admire, and you be like, man, you want to talk to them, get close to them, and they'll talk to you. But if you say, hey, I want you to coach me or something like that, you now get introduced to that person. Yes. And you ain't gonna necessarily like what you see. You ain't gonna like what you find, because the intensity that they approach life with can be off-putting.
Very much so.
It can be off-putting because you thinking you're gonna get the same person that's on stage, that's talking, laughing, joking, all this. But when it comes to doing life, they a little bit more intense. And so when you say, hey, can you help me? Then they like, all right, you sure you want this?
Would you use the word intense or on purpose?
Oh, yeah. On purpose.
Because one thing has to be on purpose. It can't be, because most of the time we go through life willy-nilly when you don't make purchases over $50,000 willy-nilly.
No,
you don't make those purchases willy-nilly.
No.
As a matter of fact, I dare to say that every purchase, once it has a purpose behind it, gets scrutinized. Because I can't think of the thing, but I know this financial lady was telling us that when you make purchases, you're supposed to think about three things, and I can't remember now.
Okay.
But I know they're good. I know the three threes. What you know? What they are? What are 3 P's? If they hinder your purpose. If they aren't playing, they hinder your purpose, and they hinder your ability to what is it? Say it. She looked at me. I'm like, you better say it. 3 P's. I can't remember.
It's gonna come to y'all. Real, I guarantee it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you. But the sad thing about it is, people that's close to us, family and friends, we love these people. And so oftentimes we'll go and step out just to kind of say, hey, it's fine out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could, but that love, for some people, love means staying the same. You don't change.
Okay. But the important thing about change is this. We don't pray enough that information will meet people in the place that they're willing to change. Dude, because I'm telling you, me and Sherwood, before we got to where we could stretch our feet out, we might have been 45, almost 50. And think about how many times information came across us.
Wow.
And we just wasn't in the place to where we could receive it.
Yeah. And that's the thing people have to understand. Information does not bring transformation. You just know more about how messed up you are. You just know more about how messed up you are. Mm-hmm. Information doesn't bring transformation. It's not until you actually use the information. The application is where
that's what transformation.
That's where the transformation happens. And I was chatting with my nephew. He was texting me, and he's like, he's in a place where he know the next phase of life is coming. He's in the military. He knows the next phase of life is coming. Like when he gets out and stuff, he said, but there's some anxiety behind it and everything. And I'm like, it's really about making a plan but he said it's just this thing and I said, remind him of that Jim Rohn quote. He said, there are two inevitable pains in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And he said, discipline weighs ounces and regret weighs tons.
Boy, that part.
Because regret represents the time you can't get back. You can't get that time back. And here he's young. And I'm like, listen, you don't wait for fear to move before you move. You go ahead and move with the fear, and guarantee you things will work out a whole lot better for you than you being afraid and just staying there. Because a lot of times, you be afraid to move, but it's not enough for you to just be afraid. You got to make somebody else afraid too. Because I can't be sitting here by myself. I can't sit here by myself. I need somebody else to buy into this with me, so I feel better about sitting here.
I was watching a movie the other day, and the lady. I was watching Pretty Woman. I've never seen the movie Pretty Woman before. I love the song. I love the song. Roxette song Must Have Been Love. I love the song. So I'm looking at the movie. Yeah. And one of the lines in the movie was, "It's a lot easier to believe bad about you than it is to believe good about you."
Oh yeah.
And I thought, wow, that is so true.
Yeah.
Because we could be doing that much better if we just believe the good that we can all do and accomplish.
Yeah.
But we don't, but we'll believe every bad thing that's ever been said about us.
We rehearse that more than anything. We rehearse it because it's easier. It's easier. So that's what we rehearse.
Wow.
And when you got a culture, especially in families, you got a culture that's not about achievement. You got a culture that's about just kind of coping or surviving, and you start hitting the point where you thriving. Now you would think, people would be like, hey, all right, you did this, I'm gonna do it too. And that's not what you get. You talk about, like, a professional athletes talk about it all the time, especially black ones.
Yeah.
They say, they've had to discipline themselves to make that level. Everybody can't make it to professional level. That's hard. It takes a lot of discipline to make it there. There's a lot of talented people who still didn't make it there. But when they make it, now the family is like, we made it.
Yeah.
We made it. But they never, applied the same discipline to their lives to try to,
So let's deal with one that's more common.
Okay.
When you begin to spread your wings out and do a little better than what was accustomed to where you come from, how was your family?
My family, if I got any backside of comments, it wasn't direct. It wasn't direct. To find out about it in a roundabout way, like somebody telling on somebody type stuff. But it's not gonna come direct. But I've always definitely been a person. I want my family to do better.
Even if they don't want to do better.
Right. And so you find yourself, man, it's a process. Because all that negativity that they're used to hearing, you're trying to put some positive in there. And it definitely takes time, especially when you see wasted talent, wasted ability, and stuff like that. You're like, you don't know how much better life could be for you because you got what it takes, but you just can't see. You can't see it. But yeah, I didn't really not necessarily. I didn't really get a whole lot of flack in that regard. Now, I'm the youngest, and I'm the only boy. So it's the dynamic is a little different. My sisters deal with each other way different than they deal with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little different. Now, as far as my nieces and nephews, now they will ask questions.
I was gonna say my nieces and nephews
will ask questions.
That's who we try to get to.
Oh,
that's who when we sit down and everybody's talking about stuff that don't matter. Me and Cheryl are the one that put them to the side and say, hey, so what's going on with this and how y'all doing that? What's going on with school? Have y'all thought about investing that? We try to bring stuff to them that's going to pique their interest.
Right.
Because they're already wondering what Cheryl and John are doing anyway.
Right.
Because little things will be said and we're like, oh, there's some conversation being had that we didn't know about. So because we have the interest, we try to make sure we give them something that they can take with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I recently me and my nephews have this thing. We'll go out to eat. Typically, I get some crab legs or something, and we sit and we just have conversation about life, and it's really centered around doing better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desire to do better. So nieces and nephews are different. I think when you get into the sibling thing, it can get a little tricky.
Yes, because they know you.
Right.
They
grew up with you.
They grew up with you. They know it. And but like you said, the relationship with my brothers is kind of tricky. Because each one of us wants to be the oldest brother, or for what I can tell. They want to be the one that people come to say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Oh, okay.
But again, we come from we didn't have dad there.
Okay.
So I'm the dad representation, that thing.
Right.
The only thing I wasn't giving I wasn't giving out ass whoopings though.
Yeah, they was too close in age. That's called a fight. That's
exactly what
that's called a fight. I used to get whooped by my sisters until I got too big.
You got too big.
Yeah. Now that's definitely called a fight.
Yeah. So our dynamic is kind of, even now it's we all each other got, but we kind of worried about being able to talk. Hey man, well, how you do this? How you do that? I think the pride won't allow us to do that with each other, which is pride in the Black community is huge, man. You talking about regret being huge, pride in the Black neighborhood and the Black community is way too huge, man.
Yeah. Way too much pride not to have.
Oh man.
Not to have nothing. Not to have nothing.
When the answer is right next to you, but you don't want to fix your mouth and ask, hey man, how you do this?
Yeah.
How you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. You ever start learning, start doing better, and realize that you had to go, you had to leave?
When you say, well, what you mean?
Like for instance, church can be a bit culprit in remaining the same because we spiritualize everything. And we think, oh, God gonna do it, God gonna bless, and it don't work like that. But you can trick yourself into thinking that this is what it is.
Well, see what's funny about that. So when I play football, I play high school football, right? So my neighbor coached at an all-white school across town.
Okay.
They were giving scholarships, like start giving scholarships now. Yeah. I forgot my South Oak Cliff Cup. Anyway, so
shout out to Sock.
So they were giving he wanted me to go to school to get a scholarship over there.
Okay.
And I didn't go. I was scared because I didn't think he was gonna take it. This is a whole nother thing. But my smaller brother went, my young brother Kevin and my younger brother Mike.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because they went over there with opportunity. Right?
Yeah.
Opportunity is bigger, but it just never seemed to manifest itself. It opened up their minds
Uh-huh.
to stuff. It never seemed to manifest itself like it was supposed to.
Wow.
So I graduated and I was like, I don't have nothing going. I'm going to the military.
Right.
Because it'll give me an opportunity to see life in a way, in a scope that I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
I never forget I was dating this girl named Tammy. This girl named Tammy. She was her parent. Her mom was a dentist. Her dad was like a lawyer, so they had bread.
Yeah.
And they were going to the opera. And I never forget when I was calling home and I was talking about, hey man, I'm dating a girl, they getting ready to go. That was a flex for me. And the people on the phone, you could just hear the silence on the phone when I was talking about what my mind had been opened up to.
Yeah.
Because
the
opera, what they do?
What they do?
Yeah, but it was like, because I got to get away from here. I got to get this. I know there's a bigger world out there that I hadn't seen, and I need to be accustomed to that because I want my kids to want and do more than me.
Right.
And the only way they can do that, they got to see dad going to do that. They gotta say that it's okay for me to get out of here and go do it. Because if not, they're gonna hang around here.
Yeah. No, you're right. They're gonna absolutely. And there's nothing worse than seeing opportunities wasted, talent wasted. It's a horrible thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that chance to, because it's sometimes it's hard, especially being the first to step out and do.
Oh man,
it's hard. So when you do and things start to turn for you, it's a slap in the face for the people, because you had them in mind too. It wasn't just you.
Yeah.
You had them in mind. And when you do it, now it gets turned to this thing of you think you better.
When you just want better for everybody.
When you just want better. And they miss more of who you were rather than fall in love with who you are now.
Yeah, okay. I think. But man, do you know how tough it is to change?
Bruh.
You know, dude, that ain't easy. That's not easy for nobody.
Yeah.
And when some people do it and other people don't, man, I think the regret weighs so heavy on the people that don't, because they know the opportunities were there. Everybody have an opportunity to be successful. Yeah. Everybody has that. Success crosses everybody's path.
Yeah.
But whether or not we take advantage, we grab it and take advantage of it, it's a completely different thing. Man, I have been places where they were talking about what was the place? Wingfields was talking about doing not a restaurant, but a food truck out in Plano.
Oh wow.
I was like, dude, you gonna make a killing.
Yeah.
And so many opportunities. The guy at Philly cheesesteak place.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about opening up. I could buy into the front. Just in conversations, opportunities have came by in conversations, so which leads me to believe that some type of success story has passed by us all.
Yeah.
Where if we had took advantage of the opportunities that were in front of us, it would have changed our lives.
Yeah. I tell people often the thing that happened with me. I was 16 and I got a chance to go to New York. Now I'm from a small town.
What's population?
Population at that time was about between 30 and 40,000.
Right, it is small. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't even fill up Cowboy Stadium. You know, that's how.
God sat on one side.
Right. Mm-hmm. But New York may as well have been Venus or Mars.
Right, because you heard about it.
And you see it on TV.
Yeah.
Right. But as far as you actually going, it may as well have been in a whole nother stratosphere, universe or something. And so opportunity comes, and because I conducted myself well, my mama taught me how to act. I conducted myself well. I got the opportunity to go to New York.
Was opportunity pulling you?
Oh man,
was there a pull?
I was excited, but I was nervous because I'm like,
no, you don't know what to expect.
Right, I don't know what to expect. This is New York, and so I get there, and dude, I'm like, I am in.
Yeah, New York is huge.
I'm in New York. We're in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Manhattan. We walking down the sidewalk, walking down the streets. I remember I saw Iman.
Oh, the model.
The model, Iman, just walking down the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just tripping.
Mm-hmm.
But they say once your mind is not elastic. Once it's been expanded, it won't go back to where it was.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately when I got back home was too small.
Really?
It was too small. I knew I had to get out of there.
Wow.
I knew I had to get out of there. No knock to people who decide to stay, but
you could.
My hometown is, if you didn't already have it or your family didn't already have it, it's not a place where you can necessarily get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not that place, especially when industry started drying up around there and all of that. But yeah, it definitely it'll change you. It'll change you. And so now if you get to a place where you can offer opportunities to people, like, have you ever offered opportunity to anybody and they were like, no, I think I'm good, and you was like, I'm trying to help you, trying to help you see things different at least, and they just kind of reject it. Or you hear the fear. Yeah.
Well, and I get it, but it just makes me wonder how many times have opportunity come and we allow fear to come away from, man. That's
yeah. Talking about when doing better makes people treat you worse.
And why? I think one of the biggest things that we've said tonight was when your success when they don't see you or your success, they see their failures or what they haven't done.
Yeah. And
it's funny because, you don't want that. You want people to be happy for you like you are them.
Yeah.
But some people, I get it. I really do.
You want them to share in the joy that you kind of found from taking the chance and taking the risk to do better.
But the only joy they're going to get is you giving. You got to be giving, though, for that joy to come.
But really ain't no joy in that, because now you create a whole dependency thing.
I just remember when I went to Deion Sanders' house when he was in Plano.
Oh, wow.
I went over to the house and we was in the garage. Me and a friend of mine was in the garage looking up. He had stars and everything up in the garage. And I remember, man, being so excited in his house. I remember Bucky and his sister was walking around. They had on big gold chains. And I was like, wow, you blown away. Yeah. And I had to leave his house and go back home to my house. Oh, dude. We got to do better.
Something got to change right here.
Something got to change, man. Yeah, absolutely. Something
got to change.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But why do standards feel threatening? You change your standards and now you come around with those standards and everybody they looking at you with this mean face.
Well, because there's comfort in doing what I've been doing. If I change, and let me say this, and this is good, thank you, Lord. The level of expectation that we put on ourselves and that we put on God. If I don't never put nothing on myself or God, I don't have to worry about being disappointed.
Wow.
I don't have to worry about being disappointed in myself or God not doing what I think he should do.
Yeah.
Then you looked at me sideways on that one. You looked at me like, whoa, what do you think about that?
No, yeah, you absolutely right. Ephesians says you don't even brag and people will still treat you poorly. Right now, you ain't got to talk about what you've done. Talk about just your presence. Just your presence can be challenging for people. Right. And don't let you dress a certain way or talk a certain way
Don't get your hair done.
Don't come with
your hair
don't
done.
come with the hair laid and no.
Who you think you are?
And it's crazy. Something that simple can be off-putting for people.
People are so insecure. People's insecurity level is way higher than what it should be. Because again, we want to believe negatively and not positively about ourselves. So we're way more insecure than we probably should be.
Yeah. Well, it's not that it's easier for us to think negatively about ourselves.
Yes.
But it don't change nothing. It don't change anything about our situation. And most people will complain about their situations way more than trying to actually look for a solution.
Oh, sure. It's easy to complain. Because you can complain and keep sitting there watching TV.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, it becomes like a lifestyle, just complaining.
Mm-hmm.
And so you sit around and you get tired of people complaining. You're like, I can't hang around y'all. Y'all too negative.
All we do is complain.
All you do is complain. And so now people start walking away from you and you come up with all of the reasons why they need to leave. When the whole time,
shoot, they need to do better.
It's you that just needs to do better. Like what has to happen for a person to finally say, you know what? Okay, I get it. I'm gonna do better.
Oftentimes, I think this is important, and I didn't get this early, but I get it now. You got to be by yourself.
Oh,
see, oftentimes,
yeah,
you can't come to yourself until you by yourself. If you don't have the noise and people telling you all this, all they tripping, all this, when you by yourself, you can think a lot clearly. Clearer when you're by yourself.
Oh yeah, because you've been living your life based on distractions, and sometimes even though your friends, your family, they can be a distraction sometimes. But because that's what happened. That's what happened with me. I told you about my friends in college. That was comfort in that. We were all hanging together, you know what I'm saying, acting a fool, acting crazy, chilling, whatever. But we were comfortable, even though our lives were, we were going through a whole lot. The minute I moved, like we graduated and everybody dispersed, and I found myself by myself. Oh, brother, man, it all came to a head then, bro.
It just seemed like it's easier when there's no one else.
Oh yeah,
when you have to look in the mirror and deal with that person in front of you, man. And you can't blame it on nobody, because we will blame other people for everything.
Yes,
but there's nothing like looking in the mirror saying, I am the reason why I haven't did this. Because it's funny. Miss Cheryl often say, people feel some kind of way about some of the minimal accomplishments that we've had, and we say, boy, if y'all only knew what we were trying to do. If we could show y'all a glimpse of what we were trying to do, y'all would be throwing rocks at us.
Yeah,
because we're trying to move Earth.
No, you're right, and I hate to see when the people who could actually offer you the things to help you get better, they were rejected. Like there are people who could, they have a lot of resources, and people go for the resources rather than the knowledge they have.
Yeah. But they ask you those questions. Hey, who would you rather sit out? Would you rather have dinner with Jay-Z or dinner with somebody? I'm like, what's going to be most beneficial for me when I walk away?
Yeah.
What's going to change my life by spending 15, 20 minutes with this person? What's going to be the most beneficial for me? Who am I going to soak up from? Because as much as I love Jay-Z, I don't want to hear nothing about rap.
Right.
What have you done in business?
Right.
That we can talk about.
Right.
That could be beneficial to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you see it. I hate to say it, you see it in the Black community a lot. There are a lot of people in the Black community who know a lot of stuff and have a lot of resources, and they would love to help, but it's like whenever they go, all people are after is, they're trying to get in their pocket.
Yeah.
And missing the valuable thing they actually have.
Quiet as kept. they need way more than their money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need way more than that. They need to not. They need to know. They need to be a mentor, coach. They need something way more
Right.
than their money.
Right. I remember I was watching Shark Tank, and there was a young man on there, and he was like either preteen or something like that. He was real young, but he had this thing where he was doing bow ties.
Mm-hmm.
And so his grandmother had taught him how to make bow ties and all this type of stuff. So he came out with his little bow tie line. And so he goes to Shark Tank and he's trying to get an investment from the people on Shark Tank. And Damon John told him, he said, I won't invest in you. He said, but I'll mentor you.
Wow. That was more important. That was more important than the investment.
Yeah.
You don't need him though.
Yeah.
If you're gonna show me what to do.
Yeah. No. Because here he is. He said, this is a kid.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
This is a kid who had enough fortitude to go out and try to make something happen. A lot of times that's all people are looking for.
Somebody trying.
They're looking for you to show some sign that you trying to make something happen. And then they'll start, because I tell people this all the time. In order for you to receive help, you have to already be doing something.
Oh yeah. Listen, most of the time when promotions come, you're already doing the work.
Yeah.
They don't promote you to do the work. You're already doing.
You're already doing the work.
The title.
They just give you the title. Absolutely. But when you say people won't nobody help me, then typically you're not even putting forth some effort for people to help. Help is in addition to.
Mm-hmm.
If help is the thing that's getting you over, it's not help. They're taking care of you. And that's a big difference. And most people want to be taken care of. They don't want help. Yeah. They want somebody to take care of them.
Well, especially the people closest to us. Though.
Right. And how do they guilt you into that help? How do they guilt you into that? How do people do that?
Ask you for money. Say
they ask you for money and you say, you know what? I can't really.
See, this is the thing. I have a cost.
Okay.
I have a amount in my head.
Okay.
That I'm gonna give you to get rid of you, because I'm gonna give it to you one time.
You to get rid of you
back, and you can't come back and ask for no more. So how much can I give you to get rid of you? Let me say, hey, can you give me $200? I got like $80 right now. I got $80 in my pocket, right, and I give you the $80.
Right.
If it'll get rid of it, because once you give me $80, you ain't gonna pay me back. So you can't come back and ask me no more.
Yeah.
So my $80 right around what I'm gonna spend for dinner on the first date. Right, $80. That's all I got. All I got is $80. I'm just put $80 out there. That's it.
Yeah. I think about Fantasia. Fantasia brother. How much
money she get?
Well, you know, Fantasia had won American Idol.
Oh no.
And her brother, she had a brother who was basically, he wanted to ride the coattail.
He wanted to have his arm in the coat.
Right.
He wanted his arm in the coat.
And so there was this scene, because she had a little reality show around this and stuff. It was this scene. He said, Tasia, you ain't been the same since you won that idol. He was crying because he wanted her to help him. He was like, Tasia, you ain't been the same since you won that idol. But it's like, dude, see, y'all come from the same place, and he trying to guilt her into dragging him along. Now,
and all he was gonna do is drag her down.
Now, are parents a different situation?
See, that's the thing. Parents don't get a good rap on this.
Okay.
We got to know where our parents are.
Okay. All right.
If our parents living from check to check and they struggling, don't you go over there and give them no money, tell them to hold no money for you.
He said, "Oh, no,
because you fooling yourself."
Yeah.
This is a joke I'm making. I'm gonna say it because it's funny. But If I go over to my mama's house and say, Mom, I got half a meal.
Yeah.
I need you to hold this because I'm trying to do the tax thing. When I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna hit the corner and turn around and my mama gonna be gone.
Where's she gonna be?
My mama, I don't know where she gonna be. She gonna be the moved out.
You can be at the casino.
She gonna be gone. My mama is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, have y'all seen her? Not since you left. When you left, she left. But and see,
because she was praying. I've been praying. The Lord the bless.
I'm just saying we got to be honest about where they are. Tom Brady can put his name, his mama name, and his stuff in his mama name because she worth 10, 15, 20 $million. We can't do that in our communities because our parents are living check to check.
Yeah.
And if you go by there, put money in their name if you want to, that'll be money that you used to have, and y'all gonna be fussing and fighting.
Yeah, I remember them. They said that it wasn't a pivot at the time. It was back before they split off and made the pivot. They were saying white athletes pay it down.
Yeah,
but black athletes have to pay it up. Meaning, when you make it, you gotta take care of mom, dad, whatever. He said a lot of the white athletes, their parents are already good.
Yeah.
They don't need anything, so the money they have can go to future generations.
Tom Brady, everything he owns is in his mama name. We can't do that. We can't do that unless she's a millionaire. Unless she's a millionaire.
Yeah. But what about just taking care of your parents though? Like let's say they never really showed any discipline as far as finances and everything, but you've reached the level that you can take care of them.
Can you outpay their undisciplinedness? Because see, that's my issue. That would be my issue. How much do I need to give you to outrun your undisciplinedness? Because your undiscipline comes at a cost.
Yeah.
But how much is it gonna cost to get you disciplined to where you good? Because most that thing it's in a circle most of the time.
Yeah.
And to keep you in a certain spot.
Yeah. Or a better question would be, how much would I have to make or be worth where their undisciplinedness doesn't impact me?
Good question.
Good question.
Good. I think it's a really good question. I just don't know. That is a booger though.
Because I think about like Kevin Hart. You know, Kevin Hart talked about his daddy. He talked about how his daddy was, was on drugs, right? His dad, he was on crack. He
wore drawers. He wore sweatpants with no drawers. Sweatpants, no drawers. Yes.
But on one of his comedy specials, he showed he was taking care of his dad. Now, granted, it's Kevin Hart, but he was taking care of his dad, and his dad needed some medicine or something.
It was really, really expensive.
And he didn't want to ask
because it was too much. And Kevin was like, "Man, what you talking about, man? I got you, man."
Yeah, he's like, "Nah, you ain't got to worry about stuff." He's like, "I got you."
His dad didn't think he had put enough in the dad bank.
The dad bank
to ask Kevin to get that medicine for him.
Wow, and that's what I'm saying. If you reached a certain level, your discipline has afforded you the opportunity to take care of mama, take care of dad, however it works out, then
just do it.
Just do it. You think just do it?
Yeah, you're going to do it anyway.
You just say go.
You're going to do it. Yeah, just if you can do it. Yeah.
Not this new generation with the going no contact and everything. If I won't talk to you, you should probably go get nothing else out of nobody.
Well, we're just trying to, and we're really trying to.
I feel say that's good. The dad bank.
I mean, hey man, that's why. I mean, he felt some kind of way, and that's what made him feel some kind of way because he knew he hadn't done enough. He knew he hadn't done enough for that boy to be spending that kind of money because medicine is high, y'all. And he was sick, so they don't tell him how much money he was spending on his medicine. Yeah.
Because them drugs had done his body in, and so.
He knew he hadn't been to no graduations, he hadn't been to no comedy shows, he had did nothing, And so he was like,
yeah.
maybe I can get a knockout. Maybe.
And
I got any band-aids in there?
And I'm thinking parents might get a different consideration unless the parents are.
No, mom gonna get one.
Your mom, you think? Well, because
dad ain't gonna get one.
You say dad ain't gonna. Dad ain't gonna get.
Nobody care about daddy. Nobody care about that. Let me tell you, my daughter told me the other day. She told me, she was talking to me about her mama. And I felt some kind of way about it. She talking about, I know my mama would move heaven and earth for me to give me what I want. I'm like, will she? Yeah, because my mama look when she talking to me. And I'm like,
see, no, you gonna move heaven and earth?
I'm not gonna move.
Well, she know that. She know that. So why is he even coming down your street?
She don't need to be telling me. Her mama won't do no more for it than I would do. I'm just gonna have some questions and some. Well, what you do? Why would you need this? I'm gonna have.
Oh yeah, see, and she don't want all that. She don't want all that. She don't want all that.
I felt some kind of way when she did. I'm not gonna lie. I felt some kind of way.
But I remember a young lady who she does well for herself considering where she comes from. And I think her mother, had some issues, maybe I don't know if she had some issues with drugs, but she definitely had a rough past.
What was the daddy?
Now, the daddy wasn't around, but the mom had gotten pregnant by the daddy, and the daddy was like somebody who had himself together.
Okay. So he didn't need nothing.
Right. So her daddy had himself together. The rest of the siblings, they daddies wasn't
worth a damn.
But she said, "What's wrong with you?" But so she kind of turned out different.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
she kind of turned out different.
She came from different though. That dad had that giddy up go in him.
So, but she still grew up in the house.
Dad it's something about that.
I don't even want an explanation about what that is.
Daddy had that. I mean, Dad was something, and that was going.
But she didn't know him.
You don't have to.
You don't have to know him.
No, this coming out in the case.
But that's a fact.
The fact that it was different. Yeah,
that was something else.
Yes.
Okay. So she goes and she does something with her life. She's doing good.
All the rest of them looking at her like she crazy.
Bruh, her and her family are doing it. She takes her kids to trips to foreign places and all this type of stuff. And her husband are locked in, raising their kids, and she gets nothing but criticism from her family and even mama. Well,
because mama's thinking about everybody else. Mama's thinking about the family. She's not thinking about her and her kids. She's thinking about all the rest of her kids and how it looks. And oftentimes we don't really like our life being out there like that. And that's just an example of you had two people and we don't really want our life. We don't really want no spotlight on our lives. And we have to make the best decision that we can make.
Yeah, that's true. Because no matter how old you
still care about.
Yeah, you still.
You don't want nobody to think you was out there in them streets.
Yeah, because I've heard it several times. times.
No, you don't want nobody to know you was out there like that. You want people to forget that you was young.
Yeah. Well, we down to the
and left a pair of drawers over here by that.
Not a pair. Yeah, we down thoughts
with the lace on the side.
Had a slip on.
He said, "Baby, had to slip." Final thoughts. So my final thought for this evening is, man, you haven't even scratched the surface of how well you can do. Whether you're watching somebody, whether you have people that you see or that you come in contact with, you hadn't even scratched the surface of how well you could be doing. But I want to say this: if greatness is right next to you and you see it, reach out and ask somebody about, hey, how you do this? How you get that? What did y'all do? And value their time like you value yours. Because greatness could be right next to you. Greatness could be right across the street. And we need to take more advantage of it. And that's my final thought.
You have to set your expectations properly. You would expect your family to be the ones to cheer you on and support you. But if it's going to expose their shortcomings, you're not going to get that. You may not get that. Sometimes the ones that are going to cheer you on are the ones who have actually gone before you, the ones who you pull to the side and ask questions because you see something about their life that says that they have information that you could use. And you will be amazed at how people are willing to pour into you as long as you're willing to do the work, as long as you're willing to take the risk and take the chance to step out. But the love that you're looking for may not come from where you think it should come from. But don't let that deter you. Don't let that worry you. Don't let it stress you out. You have to resolve in your heart, I'm going to do it if I don't get any love from anywhere. Especially from the people that you feel like it should come from. Because sometimes your success can be pressure for other people. And everybody can't be happy for you because it's reminding them of the times that they should have tried. They should have stepped out, but they didn't. But don't let that be a deterrent for you. You step out anyway. You take the chance, you take the risk, and go ahead and reach that success that you really want in life. And that's my final thought.
Wow. That was good. That's good. That was good, man. That was good. Remember, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody about the show.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We're going to catch y'all on the next go round. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.